All right, Andreevich here, going for my Frostpunk Stalwart Only gameplay here, full campaign. Yesterday I tried it out and it was just a little bit of testing. Um, well, it was supposed to be a full campaign, but I kind of made a mistake early on, so we're gonna go ahead and try this again. Um, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do story mode. Start a new game. Um, Officer, I'm gonna try Stewart this time around, just because I think this game is a little bit more. How would you put it? It's more forgiving than the first game, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and do Stewart. Officer was a little easy for me. Didn't have to save scum or anything like that. And this time, I'm gonna do. I might shoot myself for this again because survivor mode I kind of lost really quickly, but I made a really easy mistake that I shouldn't have made the first round. So we'll see how it goes this time. We're gonna skip the prologue. We'll go ahead. Elders walked out, and we're gonna stay with our legacy faction as the stalwarts, because that's mainly all technology, all decisions. We're gonna side with stalwarts through this gameplay. So let's go. So if you haven't seen my last stream I was doing this last night, and there's a position when you get to vote, and the vote at the beginning to keep you in, and I maybe kind of misjudged the difficulty and didn't think about it, and I got my council built before I had actually fixed some of the problems that I needed to fix, and I should have actually negotiated with one of the factions before the vote, to kind of secure me. So that's why I lost so early on.
Can you hear us? Captain!
Do you hear us?
We're gonna skip the beginning here. If you want to watch the cinematic, basically he just kind of goes through the backstory. All right, so I might do this a little. Oh, it's bright. I might do this a little bit quicker than I did yesterday, but I'm gonna try to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and kind of the benefits if you haven't played. Kind of features as like a let's play, because I'm treating this a little bit different than my first playthrough. Now that I know the mechanics better, and I figured this round, my first game I played, I kind of sided with all the factions to kind of make my city grow how they should have. And I made it so that I could work between all the factions. This one I want to stick with one faction, and specifically it's the Stalwarts. If you're not familiar with the Stalwart faction, they're basically kind of like the hardliners. They, instead of adapting to the current age, they focus more on technology and just perseverance through sheer will to battle the cold and ultimately defeat it with technology. And if people die, they die. Whatever. It's sometimes one of the, yeah, I guess I would say what I've noticed in this game, a lot of things, the negatives is you have more squalor that you deal with. Whereas if you focus on one of the factions that deal with adaptation, they have more health issues. So it's kind of a trade off. And in my first game, I kind of made it so that it was between, I split it evenly between the disease and the squalor. All right. So going through here, we're going to do what I did yesterday. If you didn't watch yesterday, we're going to go ahead and build up our housing districts. Housing districts, again, you're going to want to, these are always the two best areas, obviously, right away. And you're going to want to use these because you're going to want this plus 20 heat. Now, might as well, you could go in here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way with it because you still get your plus 20 heat you only get 3. And I can use these 3 for a new district. So I'm going to kind of go this way, which is something I didn't do yesterday. but it's going to help me with the growth. Now, first thing, we do need to fix the housing problem. We need to make sure we don't lose any people here. So I'm going to build, kind of build weird here this time. Kind of build a little wider than usual. So these districts, I think they only give you about 20. So we need 2 more districts to go down. I'm going to go around here. I always love going around. Except this one, I think I'm going to use these spaces that I kept right here. We got that extra, our extra heat bonus. It's going to be a really warm district. It's going to kind of build on top of this one. But we're going to let this one go out that way, and we're going to kind of surround that one like this. Perfect. Very warm districts. This one, I don't want to go too far in here because of my factories, and that's going to be a lot squalor. So for now, actually this one will get a bonus from up here. So let's use this while we have it. And we'll let that one go out that way, and we'll make this one kind of go this way. I love watching the buildings build up. Again, since I can't pause the game, I don't want to get focused on this because I'll lose track of what I'm doing. Now we need to get the generator on as soon as possible because people are getting cold. I got to deal with this quicker than I did last game. So we go in here and get this broken up. I should have done that right away. All right. So we do need to get the generator on. We don't have any cold. Got a little bit of disease here. And oh, that's a nice thing to know. So I can pause the game if I go into my building, which is kind of cheeky. And if you didn't know, I'm just talking about I'm doing a Stalwart Only kind of campaign. So these guys, the Peaky Blinders down here, these are the Stalwarts. Merit, reason, progress. That's the 3 things that they go by, and you can find those down here. And they kind of battle. They have like a, whether or not you're going with one of the other factions, like the adaptation factions, they will kind of battle at the bottom here, just kind of see basically what you're kind of unlocking. I don't know which one you're kind of going towards more. So we're going to be going purely for things that are going to benefit the Stalwarts. And we're going to grow this faction. This is going to be our main faction. New Londoners, I do like the New Londoners because in lore, they're kind of the OGs. And then the Frostlanders, the Peasants of the Cold, they are actually pretty cool. But I think I sided with them a lot in the last game, and I want to play it differently. All right, so we do want to get a research institute down. But again, right now we need to focus on basically, I'm going to do what I did yesterday. All right, perfect. I'm going to get a fat amount of coal going here. I'm still down 2 houses. So I'm going to treat this one as my main district, I guess, for now. Actually, no, take that back. We'll do this one. We'll expand this one out. Now, unfortunately, well, I am getting bonus from the heat, so we'll let that one build. And you do have to expand it to... Actually, let me see. Yeah, you do have to expand it if you want the upgraded portion. So you can upgrade these and see how in my housing I have the Research Institute. That's where you'd place that, and that's going to give the bonus so you can start doing your research. And you can put those in your housing districts, and you can upgrade, I believe, one more time to get a second upgrade spot. All right, so now I should have these areas. They should be about done now, hopefully. Kind of. We'll let them go. Let them go until I can get everything. Okay. They're good. Alright, there's my 6. And see down here, my turmoil. I'm tension severe right now because everybody's cold. So I do need to get those. I need to get this going here. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to build 2 right off the bat. I do love the I do love the way you see the city develop. Start seeing the tracks go out to your new buildings. Start seeing the paths to the new areas. You can see right now everything's red. They're kind of pissed. When it's red like that, they're pissed off. They're not happy. And you can see this is, you know, this is like dripping. They're very angry. All right, so this should be ready soon. We're good on food right now. I have 35 weeks, but we're not gonna let that go. And we actually should, while I'm waiting for that to build, let's build a food district now. And I'm gonna kind of build it this way for now, and I'll expand it up later. But we'll get a food district going, at least that way we don't have to worry about it, and we have something to do with our spare time here. Go ahead and expand this out a little bit. Get those alloys, and then get this area. Because I'm gonna kind of build this way. Last game I kind of built this way. I think I'm gonna focus in this nice little area. Just get the crevasse, because these crevasses give you nice little bonuses. And I might put a housing district in here because you can get plus 10 on your housing. That's something I do want to do this game. Okay. It's a very nice crevasse. Alright, so we have... Alright, we got coal. Let's hit the generator. We need to... Perfect. We are generating heat. 110 available, output 110, demands 110. So we're doing good. And this one, both of these are online. So we're good. We do have some disease, but we should be able to offset that soon. Now, tension, it looks like it's starting to go down. That's good. We don't want to build a council hall yet. That's kind of a mistake I made the first game. I'm going to build this so we can start researching some technology. And heat surplus, we're fine. I am going to expand this right now. Ooh, actually, maybe we're not. Let's break up some more ice in here. I like this area. Ooh, this is a 10 for shelter in this area. This gives us heat. No, let's just kind of focus on expanding this area here. Now, I am losing out on heat stamps. That's your currency in here every time I do that. And I probably should have waited. But we're not going to do that right now. In the meantime, though, let's see. Let's just wait and see what happens. I do have some food coming back in. Our heat levels are good. Our research institute's down. Coal mines. Now, we're stalwarts, so we're going to find our guys on the map here. So we're going to go ahead and build the blasting coal mine. 300 workforce requirement output, 180 coal output, which is great. Squalor is increased, so that's the downside, and 60 materials demand. So looks like going stalwart, we're going to have to deal with a material demand that's going to be higher, and then fixing squalor. So we'll figure out how to do that later, but we're going to go ahead and research this idea. This is going to make them happy too. Okay, so it's researching down here. And we could build our council right now, but I want to make sure everything's happy. Or at least make sure that my citizens are a little happy, because we don't want to cause any problems like my last game. All right, so the generator wakes, a child is born. People gather around the generator tower as it wakes with a thundering shudder and bestows heat on us yet again. This is the heart of the city, our last line of defense against the cold, our first hope for a future, any future. Steward, there's a couple who says their first child, a daughter, was born at the exact moment the generator sprang to life again. They called her Lily May. They asked that you bless her. You gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may yet have a future ahead of her. People are hopeful. And we need more children for the mines, so thank you, Lily May. Alright, Stalwarts and New Londoners want us to lean on machine-powered mining, but the Frostliners would have us pursue a more frugal solution. They would never display such discord under the captain's rule. You have to choose who to entrust with developing their idea. Alright, so this is obviously, you get this when you start getting the technology tree. I've already made the decision, and we know how we're going to do this. We're going to play Stalwart. So we're going to do coal mines first here. I probably should have waited and done housing installation, but we'll do that next. Luckily, this one has nothing's going to be kicked back on us. But let's see. All right, so it looks like that's going to be the first things that we're going to be doing. All right, city's kind of developed. All right, people are sick, so we do need to deal with the cold and this. So that's going to be our next technology that we are going to pursue. I do need more money, and I basically at the beginning of the game, you make more money off of how many people you have living. Some of the technologies and laws that you pass will help bring in more income. But you saw that I was building a ton of stuff at the beginning of the game here. So we're going to have to just wait for that to go up. And there's really nothing I can do. So we're going to research the idea for the coal mine, and then we're going to construct that to get this by there. At least beat these beginning objectives. And hopefully this is going to go down. And it should. See, it's diminishing because I finally turned on the heat. So once that's at a reasonable level, then I'll place down the city council, because you don't want to do what I did last night and place the city council down before that's diminished, because I plopped it down. I wasn't even thinking, and I put it down too quickly, and I got voted off the island. So we're gonna play this a little safer this time. As you can see, the city's I love looking at how big your city is, from this aerial view. But it's neat too. I figured this out the last game, that you can kind of zoom in on the districts, and you can see your people around. And this is what happens. You can't get lost in this game once it starts getting bigger. You start checking out your districts, and you can kind of see your upgrades that you've done. Which I love. And you have automatons in the background. And then the buildings, I think the buildings by kind of the faction upgrades that you have, I think they're different too, which is kind of unique. And it makes your city develop like a real city. It's really cool. I love it. It's definitely a beautiful game. You can see the districts for the extraction look different. It's nice, you know, they have their own generators and stuff. All right, so we have the cold's basically taken care of. Our people are warned. We're bringing in coal. We got enough for 88 weeks. Housing's good, +3 in housing. And I pointed this out yesterday. Don't know if you guys are familiar, but just make sure, like, if you have extra housing, because sometimes it's good to build a surplus of housing, you can always click on it. And if you need, for example, sometimes to heat some of those unused houses, it's taking up a lot of heat demand. So you can always lower your percentage of housing that you actually need. So that's a -1, and I can go pop it back up to 100%. I got my surplus +3. Obviously, if I had like +10 or something, then I might, then lowering it might be a good idea. But we're not going to do that. And you can do the same thing for your extraction buildings as well. And sometimes you need to do that when you have a huge surplus. It's kind of a crucial. This game is a lot of finessing, which I love. And that's why I say it's kind of more forgiving than the last game, because I think you have more options to kind of off-put, when you're running a deficit of resources. And I like those kind of trade aspects, and you got to kind of make hard decisions on what you want to kind of keep and not keep. All right, so main thing I'm waiting here is I could speed up the game, but I kind of want to pause and kind of see where we're at here. Got another pop-up. A. Byron, 55 drill sergeant. He's admiring the generator. It's good to have you back, old chap. It was a terrible fright to have you switched off. You're more than just a heat source to us, To us, you're a symbol of what we should be. Unbending, unyielding fortitude. May we all stand so bold against the frost. The generator is revered and respected by the stalwarts. And you can tell this guy, look, he's definitely a stalwart, so he's my boy. We're gonna keep it that way. Now, I'm not saying I'm not doing much here, and I could probably speed up the game, but I want to be a little bit safer in this beginning stage. So I don't want to speed it up too much. But I kind of want to make sure that I get a surplus of heat stamps before I start building, these, at least my material districts. And I'm going to need some prefab districts as well. Start getting up some of this junk. The one thing I did notice in the first game, you can kind of, the goods, or what you'd get in the industrial zone. I'll kind of get into the industrial districts, but you can create prefab material there, and you can also create the goods. In my first game, I really didn't focus on goods until later, but having goods fulfilled does give you a higher output of heat stamps. And I learned that it was a better trade-off not to build too many goods spots till later in the game, when I kind of had my city built up a little bit more. All right, so the extraction, we're going to go ahead and build a coal miner upgrade here. And you can see we're building our blasting coal mine. So it's going to increase our demand of materials, which we're going to have to that's going to be our next district. And it's going to increase squalor. So let's see if we can actually take care of that right now. Because we have the workforce for it. We do have heat stamps and prefab for it. And technically, I think oh no, I can't. has to be one or the other. So let's go ahead and for now, 40 heat stamps to build this. All right, actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's just expand. Let's frostbreak a little bit more. So I can capture some of these areas. Extraction. 40 heat stamps. Let's go ahead and get some of these. And when you build into these other districts, you can kind of soak up their heat. So since I'm near these, I can go ahead and get the bonuses. And I like building, I kind of like keeping my extraction districts together. And that's going to benefit both this one and this one. So we're using less heat. All right. So now we need to place our city council. Now, I'm going to play this carefully because I don't want to do what I did last night. So we're going to do this. We're going to wait and kind of watch this. All right, so we're bringing in a good amount of coal. We do need to up our material surplus. So let's go ahead and give these people some jobs. They still got a decent workforce.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Ooh. All right. Our demand's good. We're generating enough heat. All right. Now would be a nice time to place the city hall before this cold gets here. Hopefully I can get that vote out. And I should, in the meantime, I should get this done. So we're going with the Stalwart. We're going to get the asbestos lining for the houses to decrease the housing district's heat demand. Still okay on money, but we are going to go ahead and plop down. We do have a basic income from prefabs because your city does generate it. So we're going to go ahead and get our extraction district for our materials. This is going to give us a good amount. Now we're not going to get a heat bonus, unfortunately, because it's not next to anything, but in the long run, I will expand out this way when I do build a prefab district right here. All right, so we're going to wing it this time. We don't have enough heat stamps yet. Speed it up. Okay. Like I said, I want to get this down before. Oh, they need 80 heat stamps. Okay.
Remember to keep your heat lamp maintained. It might just save your life.
And we're going to make sure this time, for sure, that we can secure votes, because so I'm going to promote these guys to increase the members on the council. All right. Now I do have a little bit of squalor, and it's growing, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this vote in before, and hopefully I don't lose. Everything's good right now, so hopefully, hopefully we don't lose. This is like the crucial vote. All right, so this is going to be the vote to keep me as the leader. So right now everything's kind of Gucci. Everybody's taken care of. But last, so I got 24 for, 16 against, 16 hesitant. We're going to go ahead and negotiate this time. And let's. They're for it. 22. I should make these guys a promise. Let me see if I can do something that's not going to. It's kind of going to break what I was saying, though. Well, you know what? This will be a learning experience. We'll see if the vote passes, or maybe I could bribe somebody real quick. I don't have enough 191 heat stamps to fund them. I need a decent amount of votes. It won't really be Stalwart Only if I. Cannot be. Well, I might have just screwed myself here. All right, we'll do the vote. I don't want to negotiate. Maybe I can lie to somebody here. Well, if anybody will lie to the Frostlanders. And we'll tell them. We'll enact. I mean, this is going to make them mad. They're going to hate me. But we'll do the expedition sport. We'll make a promise. That'll give me 48 and 14 against, so should be enough. That should be enough to wing it. Actually, the 38% of the city. So maybe we should negotiate with the new. I like the New Londoners, but we might as well lie to them. Because I might be able to get away with this if I do it as the Stalwarts. Because it's also a Stalwart research. So maybe it'll count for them as well. All right, let's try it. All right, I got 50. I should get the vote now. My vote of confidence. Come on, give me one more. There we go.
The eyes have it.
All right. I am the steward now. I'm here for good. We're going to be expanding coal extraction since it was a great success, but the veins going last so long. We need to explore the Frostland for a permanent source of fuel. Otherwise, the city will have no future at all. We're good on fuel right now. And we got this popped up for my promise for the New Londoners. Now, I'm going to see, because I'm 100% positive that Stalwarts also have that same one. And I'm going to see if it counts. So here's my promise. It's in the Frostland. Logistics Bay. And you can see this is my promise I made. It's the handshake. So here it is. This is the handshake for them. Automated Logistics Bay. But the Stalwarts also get the Automated Logistics Bay. And I only want to support the Stalwarts. So let's see if this works. If I research this, maybe it'll also... If I research it as the Stalwarts, maybe it'll still count for my promise. Yep. So they liked it, but we'll see if the New Londoners like it. All right. We're still doing good on coal. We got our material factory here. See, we're not really outputting too much. We got enough for 7 weeks. That's not good. We do need more money at the moment. Be nice if we can get our population's slowly growing. And we don't have too much we can really do here right now. Can't build any districts because I'm low on heat stamps. Alright, so let's speed it up a little bit and get some money. I think I only need about 40. Build housing districts. Now my food is... I have a little bit of food left. Start doing some planning here. I can throw another district down here, which will help with food. And what are we outputting for food right now? Output's 50. We can expand this a little bit, and it should increase our output. But what I really need is actually to get a building so I can start exploring. The beginning of the game is usually always a little bit slow. Alright, my stockpiles are depleting. As you can see, I'm totally out of materials now. We need 135, that's a lot. I shouldn't have made that promise, because I might have shot myself in the foot here. But like I said, this game's a little bit more forgiving, so we can piss off our people. Okay. We got an increase in workforce, so this is going to kind of increase our heat stamps. We do need to build more housing, though. Ooh, we do have the logistics we can build now. And our nearest spot we can build logistics is... I think it's this one right here. Well, there's this one right here. Actually, it's probably the closest to one. This way station. 142. Alright, let's... We don't want to run out on food. Food's one of those things that we just can't. So we'll build a new food district. And our city's growing. Now we're going to expand a little bit. Now this is going to benefit both the food district and my housing district. See, they start putting in the infrastructure starting to build. All right, so infectious agents. The first crack steward during a routine medical examination performed by Stalwarts. A small group of Frosters refused to be assessed. These checkups are relics of years past when a cough could endanger the city. That's gone now. We've adapted, one said. No point continuing this invasion of privacy. Stalwarts maintain that regular physicals help ensure the safety of our workers. It's vital we monitor our citizens' health. On foreman pushback. We've had epidemics in the past. We mustn't allow another one. Yes, this is a stalwart decision. Mandatory checkups, and you make sure our workers are fine. It's not an invasion of privacy at all. it's for the workers, okay? All right, so squalor is kind of increasing because of the material scarcity. And it's getting colder. It's because this isn't built yet. I'm doing okay on heat stamps. I can start to probably build a little bit more, which I'm going to go ahead. I do need more workforce. Alright, perfect. Now you can see they got trains coming in. They got a nice little path right to the food generation area here, our food district. It's not quite where we want it to be, and we might see outputting 50 food. What's our deficit? Oh geez, output's 170 and our demand's 202, so we do need to get that increased. Let's go ahead and research next the hot houses. Ooh, I didn't think about this. So this is one of those situations I ran into. Let's see. Oh, Star Wars chemical hothouses. So my first plan through, I think I went with the bio waste hothouse, but we're gonna go ahead and do the chemical hothouse. Yeah, chemical hothouse. Because this is Cole's. What's this? Where were you? This is our. Oh, this is prefabs. Kind of doing okay on prefabs. Let's lower our workforce a little bit because we don't really need. We're not going on a building speed right now, so we're gonna lower. We're gonna go to. I don't know, about 40%. And that's going to kind of lower some of these things, some of our demand. And we're going to get another extraction. Let's see, where can we need to go in here. Or we can go this. Actually, we should probably. I'm trying to see what's going to make the most sense. If we go this way, arc around, this will put us right at this area so I can build our next district out. So we're going to go ahead and break up this. And we're going to, can't do another one right now. As you can see, we're not doing too hot. Oh gosh, now we got hunger. We got 658 weeks here. Let's expand this district a little bit. I don't like the way this is going to look. It's going to look ugly. But the good thing is this district will dry up quickly, so I can destroy it. And we'll focus on building our houses out this way.
An automaton has broken down and is blocking traffic. Technicians are on their way.
We're still doing good with coal. Food and materials. And we're going to fix that in a second here.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
So our output is still pretty good. We do need a little bit more coal. We have enough for 34 weeks. We should make it by the warmer season. We'll be fine. But we will need to stock up a little bit. And we can kind of fix this situation by... We could expand, or we could build one of the other special buildings in here. But... Let's see if we can fix our material demand real quick. So we're gonna build onto here. I'm gonna miss one, but we'll expand there. Don't have enough workforce right now to do this. Alright, we'll just let this play out a little bit. These guys are probably mad at me for something. Sue Miller. Cindy, Pa went and got her a governess like she's gonna be a duchess or something. Not on our watch. We roughed up the little bitch all right. Ferguson boys learned this too. If they try and wife us again tonight, we'll pull razors and say we'll cut out their eyes. It'll be good fun. But what we want is a proper rumble. Short blades only. Come on, who wants to play? All right. So the kids are turning into street games. Now, let's put a vote here. I think I can fix this. City rule. Guard enforcers. No, we don't want to do that yet. Let's do something with food additives. I actually should. This one's supported by the Stalwarts and the New Londoners. Okay, and I have good relations with this. This will kind of improve my food production. Okay, that's an option here. We do need to deal the goods. Ooh. We're not going to do this yet. We don't really need to do that. City, community service. Oh. Yeah, we do. This is what I forgot last game. The first time I played, I always forget to start passing laws, and these are kind of crucial. So now that I know I got the kids are complaining, or it's going to increase my crime. So I need to get the kids situated. All right, mandatory school research speed is slightly increased. Heat stamps income per capita is slightly decreased. I don't like it, but it's what the Stalwarts want, so we'll propose it. I'm not gonna actually. Let's. They won't negotiate. They want this. Open negotiate. Mostly hasn't. Let's see. I think it'll pass. 38. I think I have enough votes here to pass it. And 50, 60. All right, we're over it. We got it. All right. So that should fix something. What did it do? I have no idea what I just passed. Well, hopefully it was the right decision to make. not doing good on food, but we can fix that on our next vote. We do. Oh, this is almost built. Income. I don't think we can break the ice right now. Okay. Ruby King, apothecary for years, suggesting anything against the captain meant close scrutiny from stalwarts. But despite the bullshit booming from their bloody speakers, we managed to find our own way. Kept to our principles. Stayed frugal. Put families first. Watched out for our neighbors. Continued our traditions. Now we have a council. Maybe it's time for us to stop dreaming and make a change. All right, I think this is a new Londoner, but their ideals kind of fall in place with ours.
The pilgrims are now officially recognized by the city.
Oh, so now we got the
Will be
pilgrims.
joining the next
This is
council
one of the other
session.
factions. They cause a lot of problems for me in my first playthrough, because they kind of align with the Frostlanders, and they're up to adaptation. They really don't like kind of the progress of technological advancements. They want to kind of adapt to, I guess, the cold. They do have a lot of cool things that they can bring to the table, but not for this playthrough. They're not. So we're gonna try to get them out. They're obviously pissed at me. Right now we are having pretty good relations with the stalwarts, and that's gonna should give us some bonuses later. All right, workforce. We don't have enough workforce right now to break the ice, which is unfortunate. We're okay on prefabs. Let's lower this one more. That's still not giving us the workforce that we need. I could shut it. Let's just shut it down. We're going to deactivate it real quick so we can push out. Because what I want... we're short. Our squalor is not doing too good. That's by the blast mine. The squalor is increasing. Chemical hothouse. We just got the chemical hothouse, so we can increase our food. Let's see if we can get... I don't have enough to put another vote, but let's get an idea where we're going to go. Society. Is there anything that's going to deal with squalor right now? Squalor. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're not going to run into situations like this where some of those technology trees I cannot pursue. Now, if I do watchtowers, heat demand, crime is decreased. This is going to put us in an interesting situation. I don't know if I can... I wonder if the game is going to force me to go down one path, or won't allow me, which that's going to be interesting if I can't deal with squalor. Diseases slightly decrease. Maybe I'm gonna have to vote something in. I don't think I have options to deal with squalor. Production efficiency. This might be a good one for our next after the food. It's maintenance duty. Okay. think that's the route we're going to have to go. Alright, they're almost done breaking the ice. We're going to have to break it one more time to get here because we do need to get... we do need to start exploring. Because we're going to build a logistics district. That's what we need to do. We're still not in the green right now. We still got a deficit. And we're okay on our stockpile of coal. Alright, the pilgrims, we're struggling with heat stamps. A group of pilgrims have come forward with an idea on how to solve it. We should pass durable goods. Let us pursue it and the city will benefit. Pilgrims look with distrust at what other communities propose. They would surely appreciate you getting behind their idea. We're going to disregard it. Sorry, guys. This might become a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but okay, I'm up for it. My squalor's getting pretty bad here. But if I can get the materials under control, I mean, the food's not a good thing either. Probably should fix the food scarcity. Alright, so this is crucial right here. We're going to go ahead and break the ice around Xia. We'll get the outpost done and we can go ahead and build. We can finally build our logistics districts. We're doing okay on prefabs. Again, we're not building too much. We got a little bit coming in. So it's not horrible. Our workforce is low though. And we can fix that once we get the logistics kind of covered. And we can pass a new law. So, survival goods. Let's see. Community service. Contagion prevention, basic necessities. Production. Alright, let's. Basic necessities. Paid essentials. Foster responsibility reward work. Systems will be charged a small fee in exchange for essentials such as basic rations and clothing. Supported by the Stalwarts. 46 hesitant. I think I have a good chance of passing it. And we passed it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, good. We're plus 20 in materials now. Our squalor's diminishing, so we finally have that. Hunger, we do need to deal with the hunger problem. And to be honest, I could for right now. Let's see. I do have this other spot right here. And this one's doing 66. Let's see if I expand this district. That might put me in the green for our food shortage. We're going to wait on researching right now. I do have the chemical hothouse. It's just I don't have the workforce for it. And that's going to increase squalor as well. So we'll deal one thing at a time here. Crime, because of the goods scarcity. We're stable though. So we're doing okay. All right, so we expanded our food district, pumping out 66. We're in the green now. I think we're just meeting it. We're not stockpiling, unfortunately. Um, I could increase our product production efficiency. However, I don't want my trust to fall yet because we're going to be pissing people off. I wonder if I can kick these guys out yet. I can condemn them. Interesting. Alright, warmer season. I don't know. Maybe I do want to condemn. Maybe I do want. I mean, they'll lose seats. I just don't know if it's going to affect the Frostlanders. Alright, coal's running low. Steward, some of the coal deposits will soon run out. The stalwarts and the new learners believe they can use explosives to access deeper veins of coal. The Frostlanders say we should send children for mist ore in the tighter tunnels. Some did this as kids themselves in the abandoned mine outposts, and they survived unscathed. Should we support any of these ideas to extend the deposit? Kind of interesting that the adaptation factions want to use kids, but let's lay some explosives because we're gonna. It's a stalwart decision. Let's lay the explosives. It's probably gonna kill some people, but you know we gotta take some risks.
The price of gruel has been reduced.
400. So I'm so short on workforce. I'm doing okay. Shaw. Alright, so if I lower. Alright, that gives me enough workforce. I'm still in the green here. Alright, so let's build a logistics because we do need this. This is crucial for us to survive right now. And again, the goods, I'm not going to worry about goods right now. It's not something that's crucial. We can get by on just materials for now. Sue Miller doing her reading assignment. Reading's hard, but it's fun and you rarely get cut. Mabel whines it don't help scouts in the Frostland. How do they read them maps? Is what I answered that tosser. One day I'll write books myself with plenty of sword fights and snow. Mandatory school promises a better future for the children of the city. I passed that law. All right. Perfect. So you can see the laws. That's what's cool about this game. You start to see how the laws like affect the citizens, and it's something that I think's really unique. I love it. So she's happy. Okay, she's got a future. We're gonna beat the cold here. Now, I should be able to pass another law here. Guided voting. I do want to get this unlocked as soon as possible. And I might have to work with the... Oh, you know what? I wondered if that one law... It didn't piss them off when I told them I was going to research... You know what? If I promise them... 16 to 39 New Londoners delegates. requires a 2/3. At least 67 don't need to support the law for it to pass. 16 of the new 9 of the Stalwart delegates, and 18 of the 33 Frostlander delegates. For it, 23 New Londoners. So I got 36 for. I need another. Ooh. All right, let's wait on this. I think I have a plan, but we'll play it by ear. All right, we're good on crime and food. We probably should get something for the food right now, actually, because food's going to be an issue. Survival, food additives. Let's add some chemicals to our food. I like the Stalwarts, and Stalwarts and the New Londoners will help me pass this. This might be the new gimmick here, is basically working through just supporting the two factions and having them pass all your laws. Because these guys don't trust me. My trust is going up. If I support these two factions only, kick out the Frostlanders, who knows? Alright, workforce we can't really do crazy things with the workforce right now. Our surplus is building now. We've got 30 more food now from that law I just passed. And okay, so we're in the green. Our city's safe. Our people are happy. We do need to worry about the cold. We got a colder season coming out, and the whiteout's coming out. So we do need to start stockpiling for the cold. All right. My logistics district is built.
District is now operational. First expedition in search for fuel will be launching shortly.
Let's check out where we can go. So we have something here. Makeshift shelters. Overpopulation, dwindling fuel reserves force many residents of the New London to take refuge in these temporary shelters built around a small hot spring. Its inhabitants wait for conditions to improve enough for them to return home. Ooh, it does add quite a bit of workforce, which means I'm going to have to build houses. And let's see. I do have. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's come back later. Let me explore the frozen bay. It's going to take 10. I can always come back with my other 5. So, Frozen Bay, over 30 years ago, the Imperial Exploration Company landed here to build the region's generators. A few hastily dismantled piers still stick out of the ice, a faded reminder of their short-lived purpose. All right, I know this is where, unless these change, I think this is where we're going to find our... Oh, maybe they do change. All right, let's go to the foothills first. Because I know there's coal up there. Fire in the shaft, coal's running out. Steward, if fire's broken out in our coal mine. If we don't react, we'll lose the mine along with the deposit. Some of the stalwarts engaged in a rescue effort insist we can still save the mine by cutting off the air supply to the shaft and suffocating the flames. But some miners are still making their way out. It'll suffocate them too. Be destroyed. The miners will be saved. We need to save the mine. We're gonna have to sacrifice some souls. Let's do it. I'm gonna lose trust here. 106 miners dead. Really screwed my workforce. All right. You can see my logistics team's traveling up here. And now they're going to start exploring the foothills. Let's see, how much, I don't know how much housing, 200 workforce. Negative base requirement, 200 workforce. I might have to build quite a bit of housing, and it's going to affect my food supplies. Let me stockpile a little bit until we bring more people in. Well, or we just YOLO it. Let's just bring them. Let's take them back. We need to expand operations here. And in the meantime, we can't build until we get that workforce, so let's just do it. Running low on prefabs. I can't turn this billing back on either. So negative 30. All right, we got our workforce. I'm gonna build in here. All right, so that'll give us 20. So we need one more housing district. Now we can't really. Ooh. It's gonna cost some money. All right, we'll save it for the next time we go in there. Or should we? You know what? Let's do it. I didn't do it before. I'm gonna do it now. If this can give us more housing districts, or they give us that plus 10 is kind of it's a huge bonus. And this is 30 heat stamps. Now let's research. We need to research some resource stuff here. Ooh, filtration tower. See, ooh. The stalwarts do have something ideal with squalor. But do I need it right now? We kind of need to deal with crime. I think I can pass something pretty soon for that. See, that was a good call. Because my shelter I already just got some new people. This miner, missing father. My father was a miner. He lifted twice as much as any man on Outpost 11, where that steel was our ticket to trade with the city, our ticket to survive. Rather dig one grave than 100, he'd say. I know if he had to make the call, he would have shut off the air himself. When I go down the shaft and past the spot where he died, I brush the dark rock with my hand, knowing he'd be proud. See, the kids approve. So we made the right decision. Unfortunately, we killed their fathers, but they're happy because they're gonna survive. So it's trying times right now. We need to get by. All right, perfect. So this is going to give us that extra shelter here. Yes, yes, yes. And it also looks really cool when you build in these crevasses. The housing, the housing like looks really. Once it gets built up, I'll show you. It looks really unique. I can probably turn this back on. I'm still low on coal. Let's see how much. We got 34 weeks of coal remaining. I don't want to do anything too crazy. We're going to get this area built up here. But we need to watch out because this is going to. This mine is going to have some squalor when we build any houses next to it. Let's see. So we got to be careful about building over here. We're not doing too good on housing yet. And we need more food. The chemical hot house. All right, once we get some more heat stamps, we'll go ahead and pop that down. Crime's up. All right, let's pass our law to deal with crime. I don't have anything that I can deal with crime. Goods, no. Community service. Main district produces amount of prefab. This is always a good law to pass. Let's see. In the meantime, society, funerals. Let's do our little trick. So I know the stalwarts are going to be for this because we're going to harvest the deceased people for their body parts, like we should. So actually, no. That's a good law. I love it. It's one of my favorites. But we should deal with the community service. This is good because it gives us our main districts produce a small amount of prefabs. That's just passive income for prefabs. Let's go ahead and do this one. And it's an easy law and it's going to pass. So I already got 58 for it. So.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
All right, you see the stalwarts. They love me right now.
A new rule enters into force.
And my housing district down here is done. And that gave us a huge amount of housing. I love it. Love to see it. Let's go ahead and I think this one should be done over here. Let's build in here. And we'll lower the amount to reduce our heat demand. Now, we're almost done with this. We should, once we get more heat stamps in, we'll increase some other thing. We do need to, we should power this back on. Oh, I got 47. $3 a week. No, let's pump this right now. I pumped that one law, so we should be getting more prefabs. So Mandatory school. Stuart, people are increasingly arguing over the curriculum taught in schools. Some think we should reduce theoretical knowledge and provide more survival training. We're filling these kids' heads with numbers and useless junk, complained an angry trapper. We ought to take them on field trips to hunt. Others argue for the exact opposite. We need to teach children how to think and come up with new solutions instead of perpetuating outdated practices, says an engineer. What should we do? Science, bro. Science. And it's going to increase our relations with New Londoners and Stalwarts. I think I start getting bonuses from these guys. They're devoted to me. I thought that I would get a bonus. I think you get a bonus once it goes past. Alright, we're not doing good on food right now. We really need to build the hothouse. So let's speed it up a little bit so I can get some money. Let's see, which one's going to be around longer? This one's got 365 weeks. This one's 402 weeks. Let's build the hothouse. Ooh, this one's around. Let's build in here, whatever. So we'll continue building in this area. Yeah, this is going to go up right now. We're going to put the hothouse in here. This demand should, or this output is going to shoot up. And we're done exploring now. So let's see what we found. Rusted engine. Jettison's secondary engine of a dreadnought. Under its hull, we found a core, an irreproducible component from before the frost that we can use to power our most advanced technology. Fissures in the ice suggest the dreadnought traveled to the frozen bay a long time ago. I always wondered if this is the dreadnought from the Frostpunk. I mean, I think you find a lot, but it'd be funny if this was like the dreadnought that you find from the Refugees DLC from the first one. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was one of our gameplays where we didn't survive or we didn't upgrade it enough. So we'll get 2 cores. I don't really need cores right now. So we'll keep that there knowing that's there. The old observatory. This towering structure often attracts outcasts and scavengers who would rather live together in cold isolation than follow the laws of New London. The settlement has been declined since the collapse of the observation tower. Some may be willing to reconsider this and join us in the city. Okay, we don't need people right now. They can live there in their observatory. And this one, abandoned coal mine. A mining complex inhabited by children a long time ago. Over the years, they grew older and became citizens of New London. The last miners were ordered home by the captain, but we know some coal remains in the shafts. The approach trail is important, but we found a warehouse with prefabs the captain intended to use to improve it. We could take them or leave them in place if we want to use them again. Okay, so cool little lore fact. I always think that this is the mine complex inhabited by children a long time ago. In the DLC on the Edge, one of the factions that you become acquainted with is a faction where a bunch of kids are living in a coal mine. And given the location of where On the Edge takes place, it would be upside down like this. Because New London was always up here in that DLC. This is Frostpunk 1. New London was always in this area. It was up here. And On the Edge, your base takes place down here somewhere. This is the coal mine where the kids lived. So, the mountains. So, yeah, the mountains. Because On the Edge took place in the mountains. So, the mountain base should be here. where the Edge took place, where you were supplying New London with resources. This is one of the factions that you became acquainted with. Cool little lore breakdown, but yeah, that I always love this little call out. That it's 100% the that faction that you were kind of working with, if you did work with them. Using the mine will make take. So keep the prefab. Using the mine will take fewer frostlands. Okay, future miners. Let's do trail maintenance, and we're gonna. If it's gonna take less frostland teams, that way I can still keep exploring with what I have, and I can start getting the coal from here. So we'll go ahead and do this, and then this is going to increase our supply by 250 coal. So now we just need to build a trail. So the way you do this is you look at the topography of the map to see how how you want to build this. Usually you want to build it on flat land. So we're going to come down this way, and we're going to build there, and we're going to connect here, and we need to connect to our outpost over here. Now we don't have enough heat stamps to complete this. I do need to get this completed relatively soon, though. It's going to cost 100. All right. It's about 100. While we're doing that, I think how much? 10 Frostland teams. Okay. Do I have enough time? I'm not going to have enough time. The game's not paused. Okay. Let's go to the Frozen Bay. Or should we go to the Frozen Bay? Yeah, let's go to the Frozen Bay real quick. No. Yeah, let's go to the Frozen Bay. And we're going to save up our money. Cutthroat economy, paid essentials. Steward, now that we are charging for essentials, some unemployed families are unable to afford basic necessities. Work goes to the worthiest. If these people were passed up, it's their own damn fault. They should put in the work instead of expecting the city to solve their problems, claimed one Stalwart Only. Others are more measured, and say we could provide them with a weekly allowance. If we can't offer them work, we will give them a budget. Up to them to use it wisely, which we do. No, we're not giving them handouts. This is a hard society. Tough break. You need to find a job, and fortunately, I should put some people to work here. I do need more heat stamps. I should pass a law. So let's see, city. Is there anything that I can pass? Ooh, I could mobilize watchtower squads. Okay. Goods efficiency. See, this is such a good one. The durable goods demand per capita is slightly decreased. It's such a good law, but we're not going to support them. Good production. Maybe. We got 29 weeks of coal left. We kind of need to kick this into overdrive. We're doing good on housing. Okay. I do need to do this, though. So we have enough housing. Let's see if we kick it down to... That's actually right at... That's perfect. No heat demand either. Look at that. Perfect. So we'll just keep tabs. So we'll know that this building, we know right here from here, is greatly decreased efficiency. Really, that's awesome. So half these houses aren't being used. We're not going to heat all of them. It's going to decrease my loss. Now I got 82 weeks of stockpile. It's going to get colder, which means we're going to start burning up more coal here pretty soon. And I wish I could. Ooh, I could. We're going to demand funds from them. And now they hate me. Leave 20 leave. Alright, so these guys are pissed, which is good. Kind of good. Oh, I did go to the Frozen Bay. Alright, well, while we're doing that, if I expand this, hypothetically, I should get more Frostland teams. And okay, I'll get more Frostland teams, and then we can go ahead and get that coal from that outpost, because that's going to be crucial. This area they've used all the prefabs, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and demolish this district. We don't need it anymore. And we should build a new one right here. But how much is it going to cost? That's the question. 40 heat stamps. That's perfect. But do I need it? I don't really need it. I do need materials, though. We don't want to build here because it's going to increase squalor. So we'll keep it over here. And eventually I can get to the forest. Yeah, let's do that. They were 91. Okay. We have enough coal for 898 weeks. But it's about to get colder. And then we get the whiteout coming out soon. So we do need to start stockpiling, because I'm at my current pace right now. We're not gonna be survivable. Okay. Still doing okay on food. This is expanded. 209 output. Okay, we're crushing it. Again, you can let this go a little bit. Don't worry about goods right now. We don't need to. Curled up hugging an empty violin case. It's for the best of the city, I guess. Doesn't mean I'll forget Mom. She used to play so well. At least I still have Dad. Poor guy. Killed me to watch the fat one pin him to the floor like that. That tall bastard. The way he sneered. Nothing left, not even a bed. Then Fatso kicked Dad's prosthetic leg. Still got this. I held out the violin. What else could I do? We all have to give up something. The Pilgrims gave up everything they could to comply with your request for funds. Oh, I feel bad. But do I? Alright, crime's going up. It's not good. We do need to deal with crime. And now we only have enough coal for 9 weeks. So that's not good. I do have my 10 Frostland teams. So let's go ahead and connect the trail, because this is crucial. So we're going to connect that to that, and then we'll connect another one from here to here. There's another spot right here that would have been better to connect to. But we didn't do it. Alright, we do need to kick up. Alright, chemical synergy. Stewart, our chemical hothouse has figured out a way to use our production of chemical additives to advantage. The agriculture industry have identified chemical byproducts that can be used to increase the efficiency of fertilizers. This will no doubt increase our food output. Dope. Alright, this guy and this guy. We need more coal, bro. $330 output from our blasting. So if we do 180, it could limit it. Let's see. This one's got 124 weeks left. Let's expand this one. Actually, let's build another blasting coal mine. Let's build another one in here. So here's the chemical hothouse. See, it's cool. You can see how it changes up the design of the district. See, everybody's getting a little rowdy down there. We do need to deal with the my squalor problem. All right, once that's built, we're gonna be good to go on. We should be getting coal, so I'll be fixing our deficit, and we're at 100% on the frozen bay. Fishing village. Community of Frostons are aching out a pitiful life of moss and small fish with no furnace. They survive by sleeping shoulder to shoulder under a thick layer of furs. They would undoubtedly prefer to live in New London. Now, let me see here. The fishing village. I don't think, if this is the mine, there was a location on the edge that was, it was a fishing village. It used to be a ship that was taken over by prisoners. But I don't, this might be them. We're going to come back later. We don't need the people right now. We don't need them dragging our resources down. The others. In a cavern near the bay, we found a disturbing sight. Bodies in sturdy frosting gear neatly laid side by side and left to freeze, with black oil markings over their closed eyes. A ghastly burial or ritual. A map we found suggests they were heading to an old machine somewhere by the desolate coast. A machine would require a source of fuel. We should investigate. Ooh. Okay, so that's going to be the broken down dreadnought. Well, we do need to get over there. We're going to launch our expedition, because that's going to be crucial to the survival of our city. And we should be good to research something here in a little bit. You can see that my other building just popped off, so we're good for stockpiling. The other blasting drill. Where is it? Lost it. Over here. See it working. Got 330 output now. Alright, we do need to deal with my problem with the people. Let's see if I can pass any new laws. Society, funerals. I really don't need research speed slightly. This will be nice. Let's see if we can propose. Let's see if this law will pass. This would be nice for research speed. It's 30. It's I got 50 that are hesitant, but I think the New Londoners might side with me on this. Yeah, let's go. We need their body parts. Perfect.
The proposed law has been approved.
Okay.
A law has passed in the council.
We're harvesting body parts now. I have 50 heat stamps. That's not what I want to click on. Frostland. Harvester hangars. Skyway, Scouts headquarters. We need to deal with crime. Watchtowers. Stalwarts. Surveillance watchtowers. 20 heat demand. 12 guard outboard. Okay, this is going to be crucial, and we should deal with this right now. Because this is getting a little out of control. This is crime stable, but so maybe we should have done some of the squalor, since squalor is growing right now. We'll do that next. Do the filtration. Okay, so we're bringing in enough coal now from our trade route from this mine. That's perfect. And that does take up some of my Frostland teams, so they're going to come in and bring it to the city. All right, this guy's out, completely out of resources. Ooh. 60 heat stamps plus 30 prefabs. I wonder, interesting. I've never did that before. I don't know if when you destroy the actual district, if it accounts for your upgrade. So we'll take down the blasting coal mine first, and then we'll take the district down. It might save us some resources here. Now, I'm still kind of low on heat stamps. What do we got here? Abandoned mine outpost is active. So this is showing us it is trading with us. Our population, we're good on population, but we do really need to, I do need to build up another district here, and I'm kind of waiting because I know we're going to need some people. If anything, I can expand some of my other districts. So let's see here. This one's still going strong. I might be able to expand it this way a little bit. This will add another 72,000. Doing okay. Let's just wait on that. We don't need it. I do need... Do I need prefabs, though? That's kind of why I saved these options here. Dismantle the wreck. I forgot how much that was going to give us. Might be able to find something in here. Actually, you know what? 130. We have...
Our elderly citizens
we only have enough heat for 9 weeks, so...
Pre-register their funerals at their local harvesting parlor.
Our demand's only... We only got 38 weeks left here, so yeah, we do need to find another source of heat. And we need to get prepared before the whiteout. 8 weeks. Might need to pass a new law here soon. Got 1 week for... Alright, so we're going to cut it close here. We got 70% on that. And then I should have actually done the highways. If I were to research the highways, we give it resources a little bit faster. I think we can bring in more resources too. But as you can tell, the city's looking good. Looks like we're maintaining. There are little trains going. Alright, let's take this district down now. See, that might be the way to do it. You might have to destroy your upgrades first before actually deconstructing the whole thing, which is something I never realized in the last game. You'd think that it would, when you'd destroy your district, that it would give you, you know, more, or give you plus your upgrade back, but I don't think it did. Well, probably should. Maybe we'll test it on this one, depending on where we're at, and see if that's how it plays out. But because in theory, it should give you the 60 heat set plus your 30 prefabs back. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That seems like a very bad deal. Alright, so we're not doing good on coal here. Is there anything we can shut down? Let's see. We might have to switch some things around here. Alright, my research is done. Ooh, I probably should have done this one. Got my watchtowers done. City, maintenance duty, workers' compensation, housing block. Skyways. So skyways. Heating. 75 oil supply. We can't do that yet. Food, energy efficiency. Heat dispatchers. Ooh. Let's see. I don't know if that's a good one right now. We do need to deal with squalor. Although I do think that the skyways would be a kind of a crucial thing that we should build. Let's do the skyway connections. That might have been a bad idea, but we'll see if that works. Alright, so heat demand. This is only going to last. So, alright, we'll trade off that for now. And we should have found the desolate coast. Perfect. Ooh. I feel like some of these might be random. I feel like I didn't see this in my first playthrough. Oh no, never mind. You do find the oil cistern. I take that back. Because now the dreadnought's over here. So we have found the oil. So we do need this because my people are about to freeze to death. Okay, so the oil tombs. On the broken shore lies an old derelict dreadnought. It seems to have been upgraded to run on oil as it rests beside rich deposits. Perhaps the site was a refueling station, but deep in the black pools lies rows of frozen bodies, wrapped in shrouds and placed in the still wells. Our scouts shudder at the sight. These oil depots would surely solve our fuel needs, but we would have to desecrate the graves. You know what? It's probably my ring camera that I have. I I'm using the um, Razer Kaio, and the ring camera is like super bright, so it's very shiny. These first couple streams I'm doing, I'm just gonna be tests until I can kind of fix this, kind of find out what I need to fix to move forward. All right. So what should our teams do? Should we remove the bodies, respect the dead? Um, we want all the oil, so let's remove the bodies. Plus, we're not just going to leave these guys just floating in the oil. I just think that's a bad call. So if you play the prologue, I don't want to spoil too much, but this is actually where you begin. Is at the old dreadnought. So let's go ahead and connect our path. We have enough money, enough prefabs. So go ahead and connect it here. And we'll connect it to our logistics. It's going to take 3 weeks. And hopefully that works out. Sure, that can be my new stream name. Actually, it probably wouldn't have been a bad one. But yeah, no, Andreevich is my original, so go ahead and keep that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and build our logistics from the dreadnought, and we're probably dying right now in oil. Yeah, we're not. Our people are about to freeze. The generator, we got a decent amount of supply for right now. The generator's still on. I've actually never turned it on overdrive in Frostpunk 2 yet. Oh, I am. I see the chats. Oh. So, typically I play city builders. City builders are the main type of games. I'm big in the Warhammer, so any Warhammer game that's ever come out, I play all of them. Frostpunk 2, though, I think I played the first one a couple years ago, and then I never beat it. And I went down a rabbit hole and put like 30 hours into it, like all a couple weeks ago, before the Frostpunk 2 came out. So city builders, any like new games that come out, not too big into like shooters, and team co-op games. Some of those I'm into. It just kind of really depends on what intrigues me. Like I said, city builders though in general, like kind of my bread and butter, kind of something you can relax to. All right, service workers are aiding our prefab projects are asking for better tools. Provides more prefabs but may cause casualties. Well, we're going to improve with the Stalwarts. That's what we want to do. Yeah, I do. I play a variety of games. Like I said, there's specific genres I like definitely focus on. And then like Warhammer, like if Warhammer could release like any game and I'd play it just because it's that specific here. Any and then like any space game, sci-fi, like old RPGs, Mass Effect type games. Um, that gets me. I did try Starfield, and that wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I could give that a second chance, but that wasn't something. I wasn't really impressed by Starfield. Oh, that's crazy. So I have Resident Evil 2. Maybe that's one I should stream because I've actually never played it. Something I always wanted to play back when I had, um, like my first PlayStation. I always wanted to play Resident Evil 2, and I never played it. Dead by Daylight, I do have that, and I've played that a little bit. That's a good game. Destiny 2, I've played Destiny 2. I do like that game as well. All right, so the people are freezing. Oh, I gotta manage the warmth here. Oh, I need a core, and I need 20. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Please
we're gonna need to
give
build a
the
new
right of
building
way to Frost.
for our scouts. We're gonna need to do a scout headquarters because this is gonna give us not a headquarter. We need something that's gonna increase our scout teams. That's not it either. I th- we might actually maybe we can expand this current one a little bit more. I guess we can't. All right, we'll just go ahead down here and we'll build another one. And we're gonna have to get some of these cores. So let's go ahead and dismantle the wreck for 2 cores. It's an interesting map for sure. I've never played World of Warcraft, so that's one road I don't want to go down. I have too many friends that play it, and I feel like I'm the type of person that gets sucked into a game. This is something I am not. Something I don't have enough time to dedicate to World of Warcraft. All right, this is. All right, the generator's gonna shut off soon, and then people are gonna start freezing to death. So let's do this. I got 10. Let's see if I can. Take 2 weeks to do that. I'll upgrade that to a Skyway. That's going to give them more resources. Um, this one's out. Oh, excessive wear. Let's repair that real quick. And let's do emergency shift. Cool. We're back in the green. Generator's fine. I got a lot of crime going on right now. So we are going to pop down. Ooh, I haven't expanded any of my housing districts. Let's expand this one because it's in the really nice. It's in the crevasse. These are all running on low efficiency because I kind of turned it down a little bit. Actually, why might you able to turn this back on? Turn it back on to about 60%. So we do have materials coming in. I live in the Southwest. Let's see. Little Joey's been coughing all night. His forehead's as hot as a generator. It's the Turners. I know it's them. They got that new flu. They're killing people. That's what they're doing. Oh, please, Lord, I can't stand to lose a new child. Someone's got to get them through. All right, so we need laws to regulate contagions. I didn't really think my people were getting sick. This is diminishing. But let's go ahead and pass a law. Let's see. Contagion prevention. Let's do... Oh, what is this? The infectious badge. The contagious people will be required to wear a specific badge that allows others to limit their interactions with them if they deem it appropriate. Okay. It's funny because I never went down this. I actually went against the Stalwarts my last game, so this is very interesting. I think I almost kicked the Stalwarts out because they're kind of assholes. Yeah, let's definitely go ahead and propose this. I don't know if it's gonna pass. Well, it should pass. The New Londoners are kind of like the homies, and as long as I keep supporting, yep, there we go.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
As long as I keep supporting the Stalwarts, most of their stuff correlates with kind of what the New Londoners want. So, because they have the same kind of pathways. So it should be fine.
People of the city, your council has voted.
Cool. All right, so we're gonna hit the warmer season pretty soon, so we'll be able to start stockpiling coal. We're shipping more coal now because of the Skyway. Beautiful. And we're going to continue to come down here. And we're going to get this other outpost going. What is... Oh, I think this one gives me 10 plus shelter. Interesting. Right on that shelf there. That'll be a really cool spot to build. I didn't build there before either. I got another crevasse. It looks like right here. Let's give me another 10 plus housing. Still have some housing to spare. Prefab materials aren't bad. Let's go ahead and youth. All right, we're gonna pass this, the liberated youth, because we do workforce, but decreases heat stamping income. Ooh, don't want that. Bolsters workforce. Hospitals. Welcome back. Heat dispatchers, food, energy efficiency, advanced coal mines, pump jacks. I know I'm gonna need that. Worker shifts. Let's do the filtration towers because I do know I'm gonna need those. City's looking good. You know what? It kind of does. Kind of does look like WoW when you zoom in. I do. I don't think I have my channel one set up yet, but that'll be coming soon. Salvage parts. So we have, let's see, because I need 20 for this. I don't want to bring in people. Let's go ahead and salvage. Okay. I'll post it on my channel, and then I do have another Discord. I can go ahead and post it on there, and then I'll post on my channel, and then you can add me. All right, so all right, let's see. We need to deal with the crime. So build a watchtower down here. That should kind of help diminish some of this. All right. We have 10 extra Frostland teams. All right, still we're struggling with heat stamps. All right, they still want me to pass this durable goods. We're not gonna pass it because we're gonna disregard it again because we don't like the pilgrims. Actually, I wonder if I can kick them out of this city. I can't kick them out yet. All right, and we don't have enough Frostland teams. All right. Yeah, like I said, I'll post my Discord on my channel because I do have a kind of working on a Discord for myself, and I can post it on there. Or I'll send it to you. I'll message it to you. All right, new buildings proposed by Stalwarts. So I got the ventilation tower. All right, so it's going to start getting colder here, and I guess I'm running low on. My stockpile's falling. I have no coal available. 1 week left here, and this thing is nearly depleted, so it's about to shut down. Okay, so let's make some moves here.
Those with something to hide.
We're gonna get our other. We need more. We need more logistics. We need more logistics teams so we can start building up the dreadnought. Yeah. Like after the stream, I'll go ahead and send it over. Okay, so we're officially out. I have enough coal for 1 week. Now these people are wearing the badge of condemnation. Stuart, with the G's currently under control, more and more systems resent being forced to wear the unawarded effective badges. Hi, I've got the clap, but I ain't spraying that to no one just by breathing. Complained one, but with this blasted thing pinned on me, everyone runs at the sight of me like a goddamn leper. A mixed coalition of delegates agrees with the complaints. Has drafted a new law which would deregulate the issue of contagion altogether. Yeah, I am. What? This is insane. Okay. This is some of the things that I never did in my last playthrough, so it's definitely kind of some unique situations coming up. Alright, so we need 20 one core and 100 prefabs. This is not good, but we'll go ahead and start deconstructing. Okay. Shutting progress. So, yeah, I gotta move fast here. I can't pause the game. So we have the watchtower. That's kind of a cool building right there. All right, I do need to get this done quick now. Let's send the colonists. 3,000 people will settle here. So they're going to start moving there. I don't have enough coal. Is there anything I can do to speed this up? No. 312. Oh. So since I sent the colonists, I did reduce my shelter needs. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn these off. Because I don't need them. And I don't want my generator to just turn off. All right, so they're building that right now. I hope I didn't screw up. Interesting. All right. I think everybody's gonna get mad at me. It's changing there. I can smell it. Hangs in the council hall. Settles between the pages of the book. Kicks up from under the snow when the children run by. Only taken a few small steps from our old tradition, but every great change starts with a single step. I'm excited to see what the city is going to do, what the steward is going to do. Reminds me, I always forget. I need to start passing more laws. Community development. Heat stamping per capita is slightly increased. So community service. I already did pass one for the city, but I got some more. Infectious badges. Now we're not going to pass that. We like our people wearing their badges that they're sick. No common good rule. Let's pass this for fun, because they'll give me some brownie points with the stalwarts and the lenders.
The proposed law has been approved.
Okay, and I think we're good, other than the fact that now my people are freezing. And this is almost built up. I really do need to start. I don't know how this is gonna.
Attention.
I might lose the game right here.
New law is in effect.
Oh, you know what? I can't research because I turned that district off. Interesting. So, turn it back on. I think there's food energy efficiency. Or I can't pass that. Heat dispatchers. Base heat demand for is decreased. This one's weird. Heat 20 heat demand. Okay. Resources, worker shifts, factories, waste management. Let's do this. I think this does give me. I don't want to decrease my. Kind of run into a situation here. Workers' compensation. We don't want to do that. Material demand is slightly decreased. Production efficiency slightly increased. Yes. We do want to research this idea. All right, our people are about to. Expedition's about to be here. So I feel with the higher difficulty, there's more changes in the seasons. All right, so Dreadnought. All right, so the Dreadnought, we are good to go. Well, are they still building? This furnace is still under construction. We're almost there. So what we need to do is we need to get one more exploration team out. The approach might be a good area with 10 once this is done being built. Let me speed this up, I guess. There's heat scarcity now. My generator. Alright, some of my people are frozen to death. Yeah, like I said, I'll post my Discord on my channel, or I can message it to you after the stream. But I just can't pause the game. Hysterical wave has taken lives of our city. People were found frozen not only in the open streets but in some houses and workplaces as well. They were thick with grief and anger. People fear the horror of the years past will return under your leadership. They want the council to ensure new laws can help with fighting this crisis. Okay, so I need to turn my generator back on.
Do not waste time on repairs. A new model is safer.
So probably what I should have done. Yeah, you can follow my Andreich Gaming on Instagram. Post usually a lot of Warhammer mini stuff, and then usually when I stream. Yeah, for sure. Okay, we need to get this generator going though. Can't really do. Bring them to emergencies. I've never done this before, and I don't want to try it because I don't want to lose. It should be on my channel. I should have it on there. Alright, let's go to the old Dreadnought now. Alright, so I do have to build some housing here. First order of business. Let's see. So the thing with this one is you want to build on this side because this is going to create squalor. But we want the oil. Actually, you know what? Let's just... Maybe we could deal with the squalor for right now. No, we can't. Designate new laws. Mass produce goods. So I've passed basically everything that I've wanted to as the Stalwarts.
The proposed law has been approved.
So guided voting is really good to pass at the beginning of the game because this way I can kind of get away with a lot of shenanigans. Alright. And I need this frost spray quick. I need all of this done really quick because I'm gonna start losing trust here relatively quickly. Alright, Steward, everyone in New London is awaiting the moment we get a steady supply of oil. So many fears would vanish, so many dreams made possible, but those dreams seem to be diverging. Stalwarts paint visions of eternally warm New London, as warm as only the eldest among us. But pilgrims want to use this newfound power to reach out and settle remote places enough for us making our own. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll definitely follow you back. I'll check. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely, right when you, right after the stream, I'll go ahead and follow you back. And thanks for reminding me, I should have I need to go back and see how my channel's set up so I have all my tags for Twitter and whatnot updated. Okay. First things first. Extraction. It's not necessarily how I wanted to build that, and maybe I can update that later. But we're going to build this one kind of weird. Just to get it started out. I have tons of funds to Frostbreak right now. I'll do one more. And these people are probably dying over here. Yeah, it's all going to hell. It's getting red now. So they're getting angry at me. You can see the oil starting to, the tension's getting severe. We need oil. Oh, the good thing is I am stockpiling resources. Oh man, people are freezing. I can't overdrive it. Ooh, I should build a hospital. All right, 25. We'll see which, maybe one of these areas. This has coal. That'll be good. I need there. And all these areas are dangerous, so we're gonna kind of wait. Yeah, for sure. That would definitely help. All right, warmer season. All right, so now well, we're good over here. Not so good over here. Let's see here. Stockpile hub is full. All right, so I can turn this generator on. We're gonna need to. We're gonna increase that right now, so we get more output. Because the main goal right now is we need to start feeding my big city with oil. And I'm gonna come down here. What is that? Yeah, for sure. No, that would definitely help. Anything to improve the channel would be worthwhile. Alright, so we're increasing oil supply. Now I should be able to trade the old dreadnought supply. We're gonna dump. Let's go ahead and dump all 10K over to my other city. Interesting. Alright, so that should be working. I should have oil here. We don't have any food here. So kind of what we gotta do is offset the demands. So we're gonna have to give this city some food, give you some materials, and everybody's gonna be kind of short on. Yeah, very true. No, I agree. Presentation does matter. I do need to kind of. This is kind of like a test stream that I've been doing. This gameplay, so I kind of do need to update. One thing I know for sure is like my screen. I'm streaming on an ultra wide monitor, and I do need to mess around with that because I'm using a different computer than I used to. Um, and I definitely need to kind of update that because my screen display that I know is kind of weird. You can mention like other streams that I could check out. All right. Through surveillance watchtower. Steward, people are furious after it was revealed that surveillance watchtower's guards use their equipment to peer inside citizens' windows. Okay. I was glad when that thing went up. Thought it would make our streets safer. I had no idea they'd be more interested in what's happening in my bedroom, said one resident living near Watchtower. Surveillance guards defend their use of such equipment. Crimes moved indoors since we set up here. We can't turn into no-go zones for law enforcement, said their commander. I mean, let's go ahead and gain some trust here. Alright, so the old dreadnought. It's gonna start getting colder before, so I really need to start stockpiling right now. I think I can pass a new law too. Yeah, like I said, I'll follow you back after the stream. I think I got like 20 minutes left, and then I'll be ending this episode. Bureau of Propaganda. I see. I never up. Deaths will decrease relation less. Guided voting will decrease relations less. Emergency council tension is significantly decreased. This is super awesome. I never got any of these rules on my last playthrough. Alright, so my food's almost stockpiled. I do need to... What do I need to do? I need to explore a little bit more. They're exploring over there. If I have another spot, I can do 15. Like this spot right here. Perfect. And there should be a research in here for my generator. Generator upgrade. Requires 75 oil supply to New London. So we're only pumping 32 right now. All right. Let's see here. So we're gonna break this up. And we're gonna expand this way. Alright, looks good. Looks good. I should actually research the pump jacks, but I don't want to do that yet until I can research the thing that my generator, because right now this generator is still not going. I mean, while we're doing this though, we should... Ventilation tower. Everything's kind of fine here. Our fuel mix is good. Alright, this is done. And this one is ready to go. Still got 193. They're trying to pass a new law. Workers, maintenance duty, unproductive, do maintenance. Now, who's for it? The Stalwarts are for it. 5 of the New Londoners. This is a maintenance duty, unproductive, do maintenance. Oh, this is that that law. Ooh. Who's hesitant? 35 of the New Londoners? Let's. I think I have this vote. Okay, perfect.
Hear ye. The votes are in. The measure passes.
So my main city's not doing too hot right now. Imagine a society built on technological advancement, on one-upping inventions, on pushing the boundaries of mechanical knowledge. One day, we can not only rebuild automatons, but improve on their design, make one more suited to our needs, ones that never break down. Oh, and even small ones as watch. Like we're living in the city that pioneers these efforts one day. So, again, going all technological advancements on this playthrough. Transfer 75 oil to New London. So rather than doing what I just did, what I need to do is old dreadnought, get oil, and we need to put this over to 75. Transfer. All right, and now we need to modify the generator. Chapter 2. People cheer as oil reaches the city, but the question of what it means for our future remains. The years of suffering are coming to an end. Let us improve the generator further, pump oil until the snows of the city melt forever, shout the Stalwart leaders. However, the Pilgrim disagrees. What Stalwarts want is hubris. New London won't last forever. The frost is our reality. We have to embrace it. Venture forth, use oil to sell new homes in the white beyond. People look to you to decide the city's future. Oil pump generator upgrade that uses only oil. Unlocks ability to exploit unlimited deep deposits. So last time I did the adaptive pump generator, which is actually really good. Stalwart's fervor is increased. Pilgrim's fervor. Let's definitely go ahead and do this one. We're going to go all in on the oil. Melting deep deposits and joint upgrades. All right, and you know what? I think this is actually a good spot to leave it at. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, kind of my first stream coming back, and I thought Frostpunk 2 would be a good one to kind of try out. Again, appreciate all the follows and kind of just watching me go through. And thanks for I appreciate the the tips on improving the stream. Again, I try to come back regularly through the weekend and through the week and try a variety of games. Kind of do some of this Frostpunk 2 playthrough, and we'll go ahead and definitely hop in some Warhammer games in between, maybe some Space Marine 2 and some Total War Warhammer 3. Again, appreciate everybody tuning in, and I'll see you around. Thank you.